Welcome back to another SPR Sports News podcast. We are now going to go into MLB real quick. Not really real quick, but quick. Big topic is Kyle Tucker got signed 4 years, $60 million a year, so $240 million to the LA Dodgers. So the LA Dodgers pick up the best reliever and the best available player in this offseason, and they just won back-to-back World Series. Their payroll is over $2 billion for the players that they have on their team. $2 billion. Unbelievable. So they're saying Dodgers are ruining baseball. I disagree. I really do. Every other owner has a chance to do this. Every other owner has a chance to at least pay players to make it competitive. There are teams that are willingly going to stay under $40 million, under $50 or under $60 million, just because they're collecting a paycheck. That is it. They don't want to spend money. The Rays, the Guardians, the Athletics. There's definitely more. Pirates, Cincinnati Reds. Trying to think whatever. Rockies will pay players, but they haven't paid players in a while. Like that's really those teams. They're making it bad for baseball. Those are the teams that are making it bad because they're not willing to pay. Guess what? If they had a floor, like salary cap, yeah, sure, have a salary cap. Okay, fine. But make a floor. Make a floor where they have to have a minimum $80 million team. Make the Rays be like, all right, we'll overpay. We'll take Kyle Tucker, come here. Here's $60 million a year. But guess what? That's the only player on our team we're paying. Guess what? That makes it where the Dodgers don't have him. It makes it where the Yankees, the Red Sox, the Dodgers, and the Mets can't purchase everyone. Even though the Red Sox and Yankees have missed out on a bunch, and I do think the Mets are about to really overpay for a player or two, which I do believe they signed Bo Bichette for a good amount of money too. If I'm correct, it's like $45 million a year. Where are they playing him? Second base? Third base? They legitimately have a shortstop. So I don't know. I mean, they don't technically have a DH now. They could put him at DH because he's not the greatest fielder. He really isn't. But you could try him at second base, see what happens. I don't believe that this is horrible for baseball, but I do think there will be a lockout 2027 when it comes to the MLB Commission and MLB Player Association trying to come on agreements. There will be a lockout for sure. We might even get a shortened season because this is a lot of work that needs to be done. They're going to have to agree on how much money needs to be a floor, because I think the floor is more important than the cap. That's my honest opinion. Because if there was a floor where they have to pay like 80 million or 100 million for a team, guess what? Then you're not going to have the Dodgers having a 2 billion payroll. And it's not 2 billion this year, but it's how many, all the contracts on their roster over their extended time is about $2 billion. They wouldn't have that because some of these teams would be like, hey, we could pay for this player. Plus it'll be good for jersey sales and stuff like that. So we'll overpay them. Whatever. Like Bo Bichette might not be a Met. Like Kyle Tucker definitely wouldn't be a Dodger. That's like you'll have Cleveland would have probably got Edwin Diaz. They would have been like, oh, we have no money on our books. Yeah, we'll just pay Edwin Diaz. We just lost our closer. We'll grab another really big closer. Our team's known for having a closer. You know, that's what could have happened if there was a floor. And don't be little and be like, oh, 50 million. No. Make it 75, 80, 100 million. Like, I think 80 is the proper number, in my opinion, because there's like 9 teams under it. And it's sad because the minimum they got to pay a player is $770,000. That's the bare minimum. So $770,000, and there's somehow a 26-man roster with under $80 million. That doesn't make sense to me. That means you're saying there's not one player that's worth like $5 million a year on your team. So I think baseball's in a very weird spot. This next year is going to happen. Dodgers are going to be very loaded, but things can happen. Injuries can happen. Players can play out of their mind. Trades can happen. Guess what? If someone, the damn Tigers don't want to pay Screwball $31 million for arbitration, whenever that comes around and he is due $31 million, they're probably going to trade his ass. That's the seriousness. They don't want to pay the money. And if there's not a floor, they're going to stick being a poverty team instead of paying them. if the floor was here, Scooball would be a Tiger. They would 100% pay Scooball and work around everyone else. They would. They would pay him stupid money. They'll be like, all right, Scooball, you're getting $45 million a year, and everyone else is getting shit, but we'll be relevant because Scooball is that fucking good. Same thing with the Pirates. They would just pay to shit on Paul Skeens. Like, all right, yeah, well, maybe we'll pay some hitters, see if we can get something going. Guess what? That could win that division. You never know. Brewers do it. Brewers are a poverty team that keep goddamn making it that far. Imagine if they actually had to pay players. Wouldn't that be something? So, Cubs, they're trying their best this offseason. They really are. Cubs are doing it. So, I do think the floor is the issue. Not exactly a salary cap. Hopefully, the lockout or they start talking about it way more before the end of next year. It's not set in stone that the Dodgers win this next World Series. Yes, they're the heavy favorite. If you had a gun to my head and I had to pick a team, it would be the Dodgers. I understand that. But it's not set in stone. It really isn't. It's baseball. People get injured. Things happen. A pitcher shits the bed. Like, it takes one guy to do horrible on the mound to ruin a game and ruin a series. And I will say the Diamondbacks are trying. Diamondbacks are making moves. Don't sleep on them. They put up runs against anyone. And now they got even more pitching. They're a good team. Don't sleep on the Diamondbacks, even in that own division. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Thank you for all the rants you listened to. This was Sean Ryan. This is SPR Sports News Podcast. Have a good one.